Alright, hello world, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to keep doing 20 minutes Codingbat. The reason we're still doing 20 minutes Codingbat is because there's some import issue with the budgeting app, so I'm kind of running out of time making video, so I'm just going to record another 20 minutes Codingbat, and then once I have everything figured out, hopefully the next video will be about keeping in the project. But yeah, let's go continue. And this time I'm going to start with string 1. Alright, so given a string name, example Bob, return a greeting, the form hello Bob. So this is also pretty simple. So if you didn't watch the first video about 20 minutes Codingbat, it's basically we're just solving some coding challenges. That's pretty simple. It's not like LeetCode style, it's pretty hard. It's pretty simple. Good for beginner, so I thought may as well just record some videos on it. And if we press run, yay, pass everything, good. Next. Alright. Make ABBA given two strings A and B, return the result of putting them together in the order of ABBA. Alright. So it's quite simple, that's all you need to do, string concatenation. Right, so A plus B plus B plus A. Yeah, that's really the simplest solution. Okay, make tag. So it looks like this challenge we're going to make some HTML tags. The web is built with HTML strings like tag I, yay, end tag. So this is a tag, italic tag, I tag. And then this is a closing tag, /I, right? If you don't know HTML, I think I made some HTML tutorial a couple years ago. Feel free to watch that. But HTML is basically a way to render content of the websites. But yeah, so basically just create HTML tags around it. Sounds good. All we need to do is, it's just going to get harder, looks like, on how to concatenate stuff. Something like that. Yep, something like that. Of course, you can also put it right here. That should also work. Yep, perfect. Perfect. So you can see what we did here is we formed the tag, word, and then tag again, but this time including the slash. All right, let's go to next. Okay, so make outward. Given an out string length of 4, return a new string where the word is in the middle of the string. Okay. So I guess in here we'll use something called slicing the string again. So we can do something like this. Out 0:2. That's going to give us the first two characters, right? Because how slicing the string works is it's just taking 2 index numbers. It's going to give you the characters in that range. So the starting character is always the starting index always inclusive. So we're always including this 0 in here, the first character, and the ending letter is always exclusive, right? So in this case, we're excluding 2. So front is out bracket 0:2, and then let's have back. Go do out. Right, so 2, 4, right? So 0, 2 is going to give us first two character, 0, 1, index 0, 1. 2, 4, that's going to give us latter two character, index 2 and 4. So here you can just say return front plus word plus back, like that. All right, extra end. Given a string, return new string made of 3 copies of the last 2 chars of the original string. The string length will be at least 2. Okay, so 3 copies of the last 2 chars. So we can say last is, so last 2 chars, what we can do is we can also use negative indexing. You can say -2 because -1 is the last character, -2 is the second to last. So you can do -2 colon. And what that will do is hypothetically, it should give us the second to last character all the way to the end. If you don't specify anything, it's going to give you all the way to the end. And let's say if you did something like, for example, colon -2, it's going to give you all the way to -2, not including -2. So start at 0. Basically, yeah. Basically, if you don't type anything here, it's going to assume it's the end. If you don't type anything from the start, it's going to assume you want from the very start. Okay, and then we want to do that. We can just return last multiplied by 3. As you can see, that's how they did it. You can use multiply by 3. I think I'm not sure if it's Python 2 supported, but 7 on Python 3 supported. It's basically a way to just say last plus last plus last. All right, let's go next. All right, given a string, return the string made of its first 2 characters. So the string hello yields he. If the string is shorter than links to return whatever x. So x yields x. All right. So just like I said, I'm gonna say less than equals 2, return stir. If it's not, then we're gonna say stir bracket 0 colon 2. Then return that. Right, so 0 colon 2, that's another, you can see we use a lot of slicing a string. Start at 0, ends at 2, but 2 is exclusive, so it actually ends at 1, so it gives us first 2 character. Now, obviously, if you, yeah, obviously, sorry, kind of lost my train of thought, but you can also do this. All right, that would do the same thing. Okay. So let's see, their solution, yeah. So I don't think this part's really necessary because it's, okay, I see what they were doing here. They did the reverse way. Okay. Yep, so you can also get rid of 0 because it doesn't really matter. All right, let's go to next. All right, still have about 13 minutes-ish. Let's see how much we can get done. Given a string of even lengths, return the first half. All right, seems simple enough. So again, I'm gonna use the slicing again. So I'm gonna do length of stir divided by 2, right? So there might be +1, -1 because of the whole exclusive stuff and the index. But let's take a look. So length of stir, that's gonna give you, for example, 6, right? If we're using this example, 6 divided by 2, that's gonna give you 3. 0, 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2, perfect. So it works. All right, let's go to next. Without end, given a string, return version without the first and last chars. So so basically get rid of the first and the last. It will be at least 2. So in here we can just say middle. So I guess we just do return. So I guess this part is really testing your slicing a string skill. I will leave a W3 School's tutorial on how to slice in a string in the description down below. I think they did a pretty good job on explaining what slicing a string and how to use it if you're still confused. But that's that. And yeah, so we're basically starting with index 1, and the -1 is going to give you the last character, but since we're actually ends 1 character before that and second to last, which effectively get rid of the start and the end. Combo string. Given 2 string A and B, return string in the form of short plus long plus short, with the shorter string on the outside and the longer string on the inside. The string will not be the same length, but they may be empty. Okay. So, basically we need to figure out which one's shorter, right? So I guess a simple if statement will do. If the length of A is less than the length of B, then I'm going to return A plus B plus A. And also going to return B plus A plus B. There we go. Sweet. Given 2 string, return their concatenation. Except omit the first character of each. Okay, so we're going to say new A, right, after we get rid of it. So I'm going to say 1 colon, new B, 1 colon, return A plus, return new A plus new B. There we go. So they get rid of the first character, right? And then we add them together. Perfect. All right, left 2. Given a string, return rotate left 2 version when the first 2 characters are moved to the end. The string will be at least 2. Okay, so see, this is a little bit complicated in terms that we need to write a step, right? This is a good multi-step solution. It's not like multi-step challenge. So the first thing we want is probably get first 2 character, get first 2 character, get first 2 chars, and then remove first 2 chars, and then concat first 2 chars to the end. So first 2 chars, let's just say first 2, right? And then here comes a serve. Okay. 0:2. Remove the first 2 chars. And then we can just say new stir after we remove them. And then here we can say new stir equals stir 0 colon. Now 1 do 2 colon. And then we can say return new stir plus first 2 because I want to put the first 2 at the end. And yeah, perfect. So let's see how they did it. Oh, they just did a simple way. Right. This is pretty much what we have here, but they just did it in one line. But again, how this simple program goes is I'll get the first 2 character, remove the first 2 chars, concatenate them. All right, pretty simple. All right, and I think that's it for our stream 1. All right, easy peasy. Let me squeezy. Okay, so let's do some logic one then. All right, so cigar party. When squirrels get together for a party, they like to have cigars. That's interesting, I guess. A squirrel party is successful when the number of cigars is between 40 and 60 inclusive, unless it is a weekend in which there's no upper bound on the number of cigars. Return true if the party were given the value. Successful plus or otherwise. Okay, whatever. These type of questions remind me college board question, especially if you take any AP exams before. It's really redundant. They could probably simplify into just like one sentence, but they have to write a paragraph. Anyway, so let's try to figure this out. So if it's not weekend, right? If not, it's weekend. Then we want to say return cigars 40. It's going to be greater than 40 and cigars less than equal to 60. If not, it's weekend, right? If it is weekend, then we can just say return that. There's no upper bound, right? Yep. So you can always just return the conditional statement, and that will be a true or false value. So you don't have to say, okay, if true, return true. If false, return false. You don't have to say that. Yeah. In fact, any value really you can return, but it will be evaluated as a Boolean value. Any value can be evaluated as a Boolean value, but yeah. So it's similar to our code. All right. Let's go to the next challenge. Date fashion. Oh god. Alright. You and your date are trying to get a table at a restaurant. The parameter U is the stylishness of your clothes in the range of 0 to 10. And date is the stylishness of your date's clothes. The result getting the table is encoded an integer value with 0, no, 1, maybe, 2, yes. If either of you is very stylish, 8 or more, then the result is yes. With the exception that if either of you have a style 2 or less, the result is no. Otherwise, the result is 1 maybe. So for these Boolean expressions, it's really important that figure out which one should you put first. So what I would do is I would look at like no matter what happened, right? This need to be at the very start if there's any. So for example, let's read this again. If either of you write establish a or more, then the result is 2 yes, unless 2 or less. So let's see. So okay, if it's as long as one of you is 2 or less, right? If you is less than 2 or date is less than equals 2, then it's no, right? Else if you is greater than or equals to 8 or date is greater than or equals to 8, then I'm going to return 1. Finally, we're just going to return, not return 2. Then this, we can return 1. Perfect. Right, see how we put this at the very top, because if you swap places, sometimes the condition might be a little bit messed up. But yeah, that looks good. Let's see their solution. Yep, so as you can see, we always take the precedent, the one who's like, you need to make sure that works first, and then you can worry about your, like the other conditions. You'll put that at the top. But yeah, okay. Squirrel play. The squirrel auto spend most of the day playing. Particularly, they play if the temperature is between 60 to 90 degrees. Well, clearly, whoever created this problem is really obsessed with squirrels. Unless it is summer, then the upper limit is 100 instead of 90. Given integer int temperature and boolean is summer, return true if squirrel plays false otherwise. So, similar logic. If it's summer, right? Return. I'm gonna say temp is greater than or equal to 60, and temp is less than or equal to 100. Otherwise, we can just say return. So you don't really need the else, because once it hit the return statement, it's just gonna and you don't really need the else, but we could have it because why not? For clarity purpose, sometimes. Greater than or equals 60 and temp is less than or equals 90. Right? That works as well. Okay, perfect. So let me go back and just take a look how many challenge we finished so far. All right, so we did quite a bit. So it's doing horizontal. All right, so well, it's not exactly 20 minutes, but I think it's really just pretty much time. So I will go ahead and just end the video here. So what we did today is, where in this video we did string 1 and then 3 questions from logic 1. Got quite a bit done. Good job, you followed along. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching this video. If you have any question or comment, feel free to comment down below. And as always, stay safe and have a great rest of your day. That was me, out.